Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to GGKCS, the multi-generational podcast / FlossTube for fans of all things knitting, cross-stitch, and geeky. I'm Cece.
I'm Danny.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Thursday, the 13th of August, 2020, and this is episode 408. We'd like to say a big welcome back.
It says it inside.
We love you guys, to all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy has this bag over here that they're using, and they asked me, do you know where this bag came from? And I was like, I think it's from that stationery store that there's one like in the London train station, King's Cross.
I don't think it's in Waverly Station though.
There is one in Waverly, or there used to be at least. There was one in Waverly. It was a very, very small. I remember going in there multiple times. But so we were racking our brain. Is Paper Chase is the name of the store. But then Dammy just found the label inside. I don't remember who sent it to us, though. Somebody did.
Someone who lives in the UK, probably.
Most likely.
If that was you, tell us.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to talk about this without crying, because it's a curse word mess. Last week, after the podcast, Instagram blocked me from being able to post pictures, like pictures, and comment on anybody's pictures, as well as comment on comments on my pictures, and from following anybody. Occasionally I can get a story to go through after multiple tries, and I can PM with people, but that's it. I contacted them well over 50 times with no response. Others contacted on my behalf, no response. I was blocked for over 5 days from being able to use Instagram. They unblocked me for 12 whole hours, and now I've been blocked again for over 28 hours now. I didn't do anything out of the norm. Of what I've done the entire time I've had Instagram. I didn't post anything that would have caused this to happen. I've had others reach out to me to say that it's happened to them randomly and they don't know why. I didn't realize up till this point just how much community I got from Instagram. And not being able to share and not being able to comment. This stuff just really hit the fan when I couldn't comment on a friend who had posted about a death in her family. And I know some people are probably like, Cece, this is ridiculous. Why are you upset on social media? But I am. And it's not fair because I've done nothing wrong. I can't use my own public account. I can't use my private account, and we can't use Pink Pearl's account. And don't know why. So I'm really upset, and I'm gonna really try hard to keep it together through this episode. It's just really unfair. And especially in the midst of this pandemic, when our communities are primarily online, other than, if you're going to your workplace or with your family or a bubble of people. That community means a lot to me, and it's just devastating that I can't have access to my community. So, the reason you haven't seen me post, other than one picture in the last week plus, is because of this. So, I just wanted to tell y'all what had happened, and I don't know when I'll be unblocked, and I don't know if I'll be blocked again, but Instagram doesn't respond to support requests, so, I have no clue if they're even seeing support requests that I've sent, or that others have sent, but it's a really unfortunate thing, and I know I'm not the only one that's been affected like this, and it's just really unfair. So, I'm going to try to pull it together, and we have stuff to talk about, yeah.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Sammy?
I'm watching pink.
Oh.
I'm making more of my baby chino socks, which is a pattern I designed. I've not gotten a bunch done on them.
School.
Brain hurty. These are for a coworker who's having a baby soon, so I need to finish them. I'm knitting the second size, which I think is listed in there as toddler. And so, yeah. The pattern,
Did you say what yarn and needles?
Not yet.
Okay.
I am doing them accidentally on the wrong size US 4s 3.5 millimeter needles. They're supposed to be on 3s, US 3s, but I think it's fine. And the yarn is Brene Softy Baby in the Prince Pebbles colorway.
I have not, this is one of the patterns that I have not yet gotten up on Etsy and PayHip for you to be able to purchase if you're looking to purchase it. Our cat is a weirdo. I'm working on it, but it's taking time. I've gotten up probably close to a dozen now, but each one just takes time. So I'm getting to them. Thank you for your patience. Ravelry still hasn't done anything about the accessibility issues or offered an apology to a public apology to especially one person that really should be apologized to. So we are taking stuff off Ravelry. If you've purchased patterns from us in the past on Ravelry, those will they'll stay in your library. And the patterns will still be listed in the database because that's what it is a database, but they will not be available for purchase on Ravelry. We will be, as I'm putting them up on Etsy and PayHip, I'm taking them off of sale on Ravelry. Mm-hmm. So, but thank you for your patience as I work to get all of that done. So, okay, do you want to say anything else about that?
These are super quick, but I've just not been like in a headspace to do any crafting. So they knit up much quicker than I am actually knitting them.
Yeah.
Don't let my laziness dissuade you from making some socks.
Are they on DK or Sport? I know those are both really close together, so.
I don't even know. I honestly could use anything probably from DK, Sport, or worsted.
To light worsted, yeah. So, so they definitely are knitting up quicker than what I'm doing on fingering yarn.
Your imagination.
Oh, did you show the bag that we were talking about that we didn't?
Someone sent us this llama bag and it's really cute. It's the perfect size for baby socks. So this is where it lives. To
it's from
stay
Paper
away from
Chase,
pink.
But it's been years. So, I'm sure they don't have it anymore. Okay, I have my Nerdbird Makery project bag, and I am working on a pair of socks as a surprise for my friend Rebecca. I'm using my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern, which is not up yet on javapearldesigns.com, but it will be. The free version, CC's Vanilla Cappuccino socks that you get if you subscribe to our newsletter is available on javapearldesigns.com. So it's not as detailed. It's more of a recipe versus the detailed pattern. I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and I'm using Pandia's Jewels hand-dyed yarn Super Sparkle in the electric pink colorway. So sock 1 is done, and I'm working on sock number 2. The heel is done. The Progress Keeper is from Tilting Planet. It's pink stars inside a globe. This was a sock blank, and I wound it so that I could go from one end for the first sock and then from the other end for the second sock, because it's like a gradient. And then once I finish these, I'll be doing a pair of tube socks out of the yarn. Again, one from the outside, one from the inside, to get the color difference. Although, like, I won't get this super pale because I've used it all up. So there'll be more subtle color difference as a gift for Rebecca's daughter Lou. So I finished the heel on the second sock, and I dropped it, and now I'm working on the leg. I haven't been spending a ton of time on these because I'm working on this other thing that I'll tell you in just a second. There was something else I was going to say, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, these are on my, these are Haya Sharp 9-inch circulars, and I affectionately call them my Zoom needles because you zoom around in circles. So, that is that. The other thing I'm working on is in my project bag from Lizzie Bags, and I can't show it to you because it's a new design. I need to get it typed up and get it out to test knitters, so hopefully I'll get that done this next week. But I'm designing a cowl that I'm calling the I'll have 2 coffees and 2 cherry danishes to go please cowl. That's a quote from Gilmore Girls, and there's going to be a sock pattern as well as the cowl pattern, both using the same stitch pattern, so that they're friends. I'm doing on the US 2's 2.75 mil needles, and the yarn is Pandia's Jewels Floofy in the Miss Woodhouse Please Advise colorway. The socks, I can't remember what the yarn is. All About You, I think, is the name of the dyer. So it's not exactly the same yarn, but they're in the same color family. So, and the reason that it got the cherry name is because this colorway, I believe, is called like Cherry Blossom. So, hopefully I can get this typed up and get out to my test knitters this next week. I will first be contacting my testers who test knit the sock pattern. And then if I don't have enough testers, I will reach out to our bigger testing pool, which if you're interested in test knitting for us, you can go to javapearldesigns.com and click on test knitting and sign up there to be contacted when we have patterns that need to be test knit. Okay, that's everything that's on my needles and on Dammy's needles, but I do have an FO, so let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to,
Go ahead.
now we're going to talk about her finished project.
Dammy made us cold brew. So this is my weekly preemie hat. This is number 32 for the year. This is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern that you can get on our website. This one is listed javapearldesigns.com. It's on US 6's 4 mil needles, and the yarn is Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Worsted in the caution and orange colorways. So 32 preemie hats this year. About 20 more to go. I think there's 52 Sundays in a year this year. Usually, I mean, there's either usually 52 or 53, depending on how the weeks flow. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm saying numbers and confusing Dammy. So yeah, preemie hat. That's all I finished this week. Let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for FlossTube.
I didn't do anything on my rose bookmark, so I'm not going to talk.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. For me, in my project bag from Tilting Planet. Oh, you can see it better this way. It's got the confetti is sandwiched in between 2 pieces of the clear vinyl. So yeah. So this is my project that I work on during Stitch With Me, that I record on Mondays. The pattern is the Baba Black Sheep pattern from the Prairie Schooler. I blew this up. It was like on a business card size. This was gifted to me by Michelle Bindi Stitchy. And the fabric is an 18 count Ada dyed by Erin to Martini Stitcher, which meant I had to change the colors. I'm not going to pull the colors out because I showed y'all last time, but I continued to work on the L bag of wool for the wool. I'm almost done with that first bag, so that's my progress on that, but I only work on that during Stitch With Me's. Oh, and y'all might be excited to know, I mentioned in my Stitch With Me on Monday, I was talking about that I wish I could be as cool as Michelle Bindi Stitchy and have the overhead arm camera thing. And so when I finished recording, I went on Amazon to look for one and found one that I thought I was going to get, and then up popped this lightning deal for it's called like a gooseneck phone clamp thing. And it's essentially a boom arm style thing for a phone to use to record. So it was like half the price of the boom arm. So I ordered it and it came yesterday. So I'm going to try it for next week's Stitch With Me and see how it works. So, and then I can be as cool as Michelle Vindy Stitchy.
Be careful tossing your project bags that way.
Okay.
Because
of the drinks? Because I'm a klutz and spilled an entire thing of tea in my craft cart last week. I think I talked about that last week. This project bag is my Outlander to Bed or to Sleep bag from Stitch Toolbox. And I am using a Snippety from Caddy Cross Stitches. I use this Snippety in all my projects. There's a magnet behind the label here that I usually have needle and scissors, and then your floss is on here so it doesn't fall off. Okay, I am doing the Cats and Mandalas February pattern by Kitty and Me Designs Pamela Kellogg for Dammy's 21st birthday. I had high hopes of finishing all three of the ones that they liked. I don't think it's going to happen. Life. So I am using Artemis fabric by Be Stitch Me. It's the 28 count Lugana. And my needle minder, Janine, is from Gecko Rouge. She texted me and said that she laughs every time I forget what the name is. I told her it was in the show notes now, so I can't forget. Gecko Rouge. Got it. It's a black cat in the TARDIS. And here is my progress.
Kitty.
So I finished the second flower motif, and I barely started up there on the third. The back is very...
It's beautiful.
Messy.
It's beautiful.
Because I'm carrying the floss so that I don't have to cut it off as much and leave it in and then restart. So, yep. So I'm making progress. I will set this aside to pick back up my Christmas list by Silver Creek Samplers because I have one section left on that. So hopefully next week when we record, I will be done with my Christmas list.
And Santa will know what to bring you.
Yes. Finally, in my project bag, Winnie the Pooh from Knit Run Dig, I am working on Edinburgh Castle by Terra Luna Stitchery. I'm using Pattern Keeper software on a Kindle Fire 7. Needle minders are from Top Knot Stitcher. Grime Guard is from Crab Shack Stitchery. Last week when we recorded on the 5th, I was at 21,400 stitches. This doesn't look like much now that I'm showing you because I had to move it in the Q-Snap. If I get Instagram back, ever, I will post this last week's progress. But at this point now, I'm at 22,100 stitches out of 265,824. I've done 8.314% of the pattern, and I've completed 4 of 60. Yes, 60 pages of the pattern. So there is my progress on that. I've reduced my goal on that, and I'm trying to just get 100 stitches a day in, which is one of the 10 by 10 squares. That's on a 25. I think it's a 25 count easy grid. I don't know if it's an even weave or Lugana or something. Anyway, I'm doing it 1/1. 10th stitch, which means just doing one leg of the stitch using 2 strands. So 2/1, 10th stitch. So, and that is everything cross stitch that we're working on. We don't have anything explicitly cross stitch coming up, but there's lots of interesting things, so you should stick around. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are yummy stammies?
Yummies are our current favorite things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. I placed an order from Love You More Studios. They were having a sale, a buy one, get one half off sale. They always send a bookmark. This is Mrs. Darcy. Her coffee order is a honey almond latte with one shot. We proudly serve Elizabeth Bennett. Do you need a bookmark? I have this one already. Okay, that's a great idea. So the ones that I got were, this one is called Katie's Birthday Sleeve, and it's sunflowers and bees, which I adore sunflowers. In fact, I have a vase of sunflowers sitting on my desk right now. So there's that, and the inside is honeybee with the honeycomb.
I didn't know there would be inside. There'd be on the outside.
Yes, that's what I just said.
I zoned out.
Okay, and they've just recently changed to putting their label up here. It used to be like down in the corner, and it was a little bit bigger, I believe. So there's the label. This is their crap. I can't remember what they call their different size bags. Hold on, or different size sleeves.
Put it in the show notes.
They offer two different sizes. They offer, okay, this is the full size. So it's a little over 9 inches by 11 3/4 inch size. This other one is the standard size, which is 8 1/4 by 10 inches. And I really wanted this in the full size, but they were sold out. This one is called Scary Movie Sleeve. Now, you know I love cats, but I knit in the cinema just like this kitty right here. Except for I do it on Zoom needles in the round. But when I saw that, I was like, I must have this. And I was so disappointed that I had missed getting the bigger size. There's all the kitties. So cute.
I'm the one who
Jellyfishes.
I'm that one that wants the snack.
Oh.
Snack! That's pink.
Oh, with covering her eyes?
Yeah, because that's the only brown tabby on there.
So these are super cute, and and the inside of this one is a metallic, silver and black. So I use these as book sleeves like they were made to be, but I know that people like Michelle Bendy Stitchy and some other people use them as project bags for cross stitch projects. So, especially if it's a small project. So, yeah. So I got those. There's a link in the show notes to get to that if you would like to get sleeves of your own. Now we have our monthly Knit Crate box, which was delayed because of supply issues because of COVID. So this is the July box that just came. And it has 2 skeins of Uru yarn by Knit Crate Cotton Basic in the Stardust colorway. It's 100% organic Pima cotton, DK weight, 266 yards, 242 meters, 100 grams.
Pretty. It's purple.
It's purple. Let's try to see. No.
Well, it's more indigo, but it's purple, and that's why it's not showing on the camera.
Yep. And with it came I think this is like a Tunisian crochet hook. And then in the little pattern booklet, let's see, there are, I think, 4 patterns. I'm trying to get to the first one. I'll just show this. There is the Sanctuary Knit Shawl by Michelle Costa, Sparkle Pop Socks by Megan Williams of Just Run Knit Designs. She's also part of the Stockinette Zombies podcast. Cherry Stem Lace Socks by Liz Salazar, the Sanctuary Crochet Shawl by Michelle Costa, and a bonus Summer Lines Shawlette by Stephanie Aaron. So there are the patterns. They do both this kind of boxes as well as sock boxes, so that's why there's some that are in a finer weight yarn. Oh, I wonder if the purple will show up if I show it on the page here. A little better. Ooh, look at that one, that pink one. So there is a link in the show notes. If you use the coupon code GEEKY20, GEEKY 20, you'll get 20% off your first order. The code will only work to discount the first month of a recurring monthly subscription or any of their shop items. Because the box was being delayed, they sent everyone a fairly sizable coupon code, and so I decided to use it to get yarn for giveaways. And I think what we're going to do is use this yarn for giveaways for our 8th anniversary later this month. Mm-hmm. So this yarn is another one of just the same base as what we just showed you, Uru yarn by Knit Crate Cotton Basic. This is the pavement colorway.
Oh, so that was one of the other colors in the July box.
Yeah. Pavement colorway. And then this one is Knitology by Knit Crate. It's the Knitology Sheen base in the Titmouse colorway. It's 75% merino wool, 15% silk, 10% cashmere. Fingering weight, 400 yards, 366 meters, 100 grams. So it's got that blue and that kind of lavender and yellow and brown in it. So we'll be giving away both of these through our Facebook group. If you've not joined our Facebook group yet, because we've left Ravelry, the link to the Facebook group is
facebook.com/groups/GGKCS.
Links also in the show notes.
Answer the questions and scroll to the bottom of the rules and check the I agree box before you submit your request.
The answers to the questions. First is, what's the cat's name? Pink. Who's the mama? Cece or Dammy? Cece, and then agree with the questions. Because that's where we'll be giving these away. And then the other yummy that came this week is I ordered some stickers from Plan. I don't know how you say it.
Plan and Go. Plan and Go.
Geaux is how it's spelled.
It's French.
It's French. She's from Louisiana.
Plan and Go.
On Etsy. So she sent me this free little set, and then she also sent me this one sheet for free. It's just school pencils, and then I ordered a set of these, the darker blue and pink, and then I also ordered a set of the lighter pink and teal. And I'm using these in my planner because I've got some things that I'm trying to do on a daily basis. One is getting my steps in. One is journaling every day. One is doing meditation every day. So I'm using these different stickers that I've gotten to mark on my planner that I did those things, because stickers motivate me for some reason. So I've linked to her in the show notes as well. Any other yummies, Yummy?
No.
Colbert? That's always a yummy. So let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It is our monthly photo challenge where you take a picture for the prompt related to that day. Take a picture related to the prompt for that day. Post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
Yes, and August is mostly kind of our normal prompts, other than we're celebrating our 8th anniversary, so there's some celebration stuff, especially towards the end of the month. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. Great job, everybody. Because of Instagram blocking me, right now, today I just posted, I posted the chosen photos in the Facebook group and on Facebook. And hopefully they'll open me back up to being able to post on Instagram soon. But what you do is you take a look at the prompt for the day. Today's prompt, do you know? Black and white. You interpret the prompt however you wish. We're very cheater friendly on that. You post your photo on Instagram. In the caption, make sure you use hashtag GGKCraftyPad because that's how we find your photos. If you have a private account on Instagram and you're participating in GGKCraftyPad, make sure that Dammy's Doodles is following you. Just send them a message and they'll follow you because otherwise we can't see your photos. And yours might get chosen. All right, I think that is everything for Yummies. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
Yes, what are you reading, Dammy?
I'm still trying to read So You Want to Talk About Race by Ijeoma Oluo. School.
How much more school do you have?
This week, next week. Great question. This week, next week, 2 days.
So, because today is Thursday, so 9 days, nine school days left. So, you're going to get there. It's okay. It's going to happen. What else are you reading?
The Glass Scientists, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Katungo.
Yes. Well, I assume with all your school reading, you're getting 15 minutes a day in.
Yes.
What am I referring to?
The July, August, September read-along.
So this is a challenge for you to read 15 minutes a day every day. I don't care what you're reading as long as you're reading. Audiobooks do count. There's a finish line thread in the Facebook group where you post once and then you edit your comment to show that you've read how much that you've read every day or the days that you've read. And at the end of the season, at the end of this seasonal one, you'll earn entries into the year-long challenge. And at the beginning of 2021, we will randomly draw 3 winners for grand prize bundles that we'll put together later this year. And there are bonus entries available as well. All the details are in the show notes and in the Facebook group. My reading. I finished reading Worth It, Overcome Your Fears and Embrace a Life You Were Made For by Britt Barron. This was mostly memoir. Some I don't know that I want to call it self-helpish, but that's, I think that's the category of it. It's about, I just dropped my stitch marker. There it is. It's about Britt's story of growing up in a conservative Christian home, conservative Christian college, working at a evangelical megachurch, and then realizing she was gay, and the process of coming out and what she lost, but what she gained in the process. So, so I finished reading that. I'm continuing to reread the 5th book in the Harry Potter series, The Order of the Phoenix, along with the Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast and Swish and Flick and All Potter podcast. This was the second half of Hagrid's Tale. I read book number 2 in the Waiting for Tom Hanks series by Carrie Winfrey called Not Like the Movies, and it's a small town romance, coffee shop, etc., etc. I finished reading book 8 in the Lucy Kincaid series by Allison Brennan. This one's called Dead Heat, and this is an FBI agent. She's now in Texas, and it was about drugs and things going across the border to Mexico and such like that. I read A Good Marriage by Kimberly McCreet. Oh my gosh, this one, I did not at all see where it was going to end. It's a thriller mystery type where this kind of tech millionaire or whatever is charged with murdering his wife, and he reaches out to a friend of his that was in law school with him to defend him. But there's all kinds of twists and turns. I don't want to say really any more than that because there's so many like unexpected things that happen, but it was really good. I enjoyed it. I finished reading Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. Dammy and I just looked it up, and hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Her last name is spelled Ng. So, but this was the basis for the Hulu. I think it was a limited series. I haven't watched it. Also called Little Fires Everywhere, with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington in it. And it's, I don't even really know how to explain it. It starts out with the fact that this well-off family, 4 kids, they're all very financially well off and they have this big home in this like perfect neighborhood, and the house is set on fire. And then it goes back and tells a story of what happened. And there's lots of secrets that are hidden that you find out about as it goes. But oh my gosh, it kept me awake, needing to know what happened. Thankfully, it was last night when I had insomnia, so it kept me company. But I really, really enjoyed it. So, Little Fires Everywhere. I'm currently listening to book 4 in the Guild Codex Spellbound series by Annette Marie, called Demon, Magic, and a Martini. And it's a fantasy series of wizards and witches and demons and all this. And it's about this, the series is about this human who, female that ends up working for this guild, and of all the different problems that she faces over this. So I'm listening to it as an audiobook, and I'm really enjoying it. And then I just started reading early this morning, after I finished Little Fires Everywhere during the insomnia, The Elegance of the Hedgehog by Muriel Barbary. And I am reading this for the book and translation prompt of the Modern Mrs. Darcy challenge. I only have gotten like the first couple chapters read, so I'm pulling it up so that I can tell you what they say about it. It was translated, I believe, from French. Yeah. So in this elegant hotel in Paris, there's this concierge. She's all but invisible. Short, plump, middle-aged, with bunions on her feet and an addiction to television soaps. Her only genuine attachment is her cat, Leo. But she has a secret. She devours art, philosophy, music, and Japanese culture. And then I have not been introduced to this character yet, but Paloma is a 12-year-old who lives on the 5th floor. Talented and precocious, she comes to terms with life's seeming futility and decides to end her own life on her 13th birthday. Until then, she's hiding behind a mask of mediocrity, acting the part of the average preteen. And then apparently there's going to be a wealthy Japanese man arriving in the building that they recognize each other as kindred souls. So, this was this was published in 2008. But, I can't think of her name that is Modern Mrs. Darcy. But she had a post this last week about books in translation, and this was one on the list, and so I decided to pick it up and read it for my book and translation prompt, which I believe that is my final prompt on the out of all of them for the Modern Mrs. Darcy challenge. So. Okay, let's talk about what we're watching. I finished season 2, and I'm watching the 3rd and final season of Zoo, which is about kind of a science fiction about the animals in the world go crazy, and they spoiler warning, which we already have given you at the beginning of all of this, but they, at the end of season 2, they think they have solved this, and they release this cure which cures the animals, but it sterilizes the human race. And so and then it jumps forward. I can't remember if it was at the end. I think it was at the very end of the season finale of season 2. It jumps forward like 10 years, and they're trying to solve the human sterility issue now. So, you want to talk about the next thing?
Sure. We are rewatching season 4 of Warehouse 13, and so yeah.
It's the whole thing with Artie using the astrolabe and this evil and Steve on the metronome and all of that. So, we're rewatching season 4 of Psych. We finished watching season 2 of The Umbrella Academy. Wow, it was very good. I was very, very impressed by it. You want to talk about the next thing?
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We watched the penultimate episode, and so now we have the series finale tonight.
Yeah, it's a 2-part series finale, so it's 2 episodes worth.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we have that ready to watch, and that'll be the end. I'm also watching the 7th and final season of The 100. It feels like it's dragging. I don't know how many more episodes are left. I'm like, okay, let's wrap all this up, because it feels like we're doing the same thing every single episode. And we're watching season 4 of Winona Earp, which is a science fiction horror, I would say, show. And then I'm listening to My Favorite Murder podcast. David Tennant does a podcast with came back this week. And his first guest for this new season was from Big Bang Theory, Jim Parsons. I was sitting in bed crying listening to the episode, him talking about making the decision that was his final season on Big Bang and all of that. It was so good. Listening to the Evolving Faith podcast, which I highly recommend. Random Spotify playlists. What about you?
Spotify, Cabin Pressure.
That's it. All right. Well, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our June, July, August.
Summertime and the living is easy.
Owl. So this owl runs through the 1st of June through the 31st of August. It is for any project that you knit, crochet, weave, spin, stitch, or sew that you can convince us is related to summer. There are a couple main rules for this owl. The first is that no whips are allowed. Your project must have been begun no earlier than June 1st, then finished no later than August 31st. And the second rule is that each project that you post in the FO thread in the Facebook group must be at least 20 yards. If your project is not at least 20 yards, you need to group it into a single comment and thus a single photo in the FO thread, and that will be one entry.
And what I'm doing is I'm commenting on each post that y'all make with an entry number. So if I haven't done that, if I miss one and I haven't done it within 24 hours, send me a message or something, because I may have just overlooked it.
Yep. And for stitching and sewing projects, we leave it up to your best judgment. You can feel free to poly dip and other craft-alongs that are going on, as long as it fits in with those rules. We've got lots of wonderful prizes on our screen right now. Thank you so much to our donors. If you are interested in donating a prize, you can email us at ggkcspodcast@gmail.com. And to hear more about the projects, you can go to our show notes, ggkcs.com.
More about the prizes.
That thing.
And we talk about them in detail on the first episode of every month.
So you must be a member of the GGKCS group on Facebook in order to participate. There's a hashtag if you want to post on social media. It's GGKCS Summertime 20, which takes up valuable character space.
You're not limited on character space on Instagram. Well, or if you are, it's a lot. That's not going to hurt it.
The Facebook FO thread will be locked for comments on the morning of 1st of September, and winners will be drawn for the next podcast after that. And any winners will have 30 days to claim their prize, or they forfeit it. There's a chatter thread also in the Facebook group where you can chatter and talk about the progress of your projects. I don't remember what I said for this last week because I'm not tagging everyone when they finish projects. So, but I also give first name shout outs to people who finish projects here. So this week we have Amy, Britt, Emily, Sarah, Silver, and Suzanne.
Great job, everybody. Keep working on those projects. You have like 2.5 weeks to go before we close out this one, and get ready to start the autumn. My favorite season, Al. So, all right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeks, the part of our show where you ask us things and we try to answer them.
Pinky, what's this week's question?
This week's question is from Janie.
Say hi, Jamie. Thank you for question.
No, I want down.
No, she said thank you.
Oh, she said thank you? Oh, okay.
I love your Ask the Geeks section and your honesty in answering everything. Thank you for adding me to the group. If you were to collate a wardrobe of outfits that were handmade, what would your favorite outfit be? What would your dream outfit be? Something someone else could make for you, not limited to your skill set, etc. You answer first, because I'm talking. You had time to think about this.
Yeah.
What would your dream outfit be? My dream outfit is this outfit right here. Because I don't like clothes.
I talked about it in the Stitch With Me, but because we talked about it on last week's podcast that we were taking Pink in on Friday to get a lion cut. Well, we took her in and the groomer would not groom her because of her epilepsy, even if we signed a release of liability form. So apparently we should not take her to any groomer because, yeah. So that's why Pink has not had a lion cut.
Ah.
Okay, bye-bye, baby. Okay. Collated wardrobe. How many outfits are handmade? What would your favorite outfit be? I would love a, just like an oversized either jumper or skirt with pockets. Mm-hmm. Just, I don't like tight-fitting clothing is not good on me. I can't handle the feel of it. Causes me fibromyalgia issues, and I'm also very sensitive to texture. So like I can't wear jeans. I can't wear stuff that has like zippers or snaps or buttons like right close to the skin. So I need something that's like just very flowy, like elastic waistband type situation. But I love like jumpers or skirts that are oversized with pockets.
Can you nudge the cat with your foot?
Hey, what are you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
We're going for the strings.
Yeah. What would your dream outfit be?
Well, why don't you answer that one first? What would your favorite outfit be?
My favorite outfit would probably be like, I don't know, some nice slacks or something. She's got an Arby's straw in her mouth. Like some nice slacks or something, and like a cool button down. I don't know.
Yeah. I can't wear button downs because they gap. No matter what type of button down I've tried over the years, they gap. Because okay, what would my dream outfit be? Something someone else could make for you, not limited to your skill set. This is like totally not practical at all, because I don't know that I would ever have anywhere to wear it. But do you remember in the Sabrina movie that dress with the, let me see if I can find a picture of it to show you what I am talking about. I have always wanted this dress. Sabrina black dress. Not that one. It's the newer Sabrina. I can't think of what her name is.
Put the year in.
What year was it? 95? Oh, hold on. IMDb. Hold that thought, folks. Sorry, I should have, 95. Come on, let me back up here to the top. Sabrina, 1995. There we go. That dress with the bolero, long sleeve. I love that dress so much. And I would love to have it. I don't know where in the world I would wear it. If you get married, I can wear it maybe. I don't know. But that would be like my dream outfit. That's something that I've wanted ever since I first saw that movie. The year I graduated from high school. What would your dream outfit be?
Something Edwardian, I think, with like a pretty big hat.
Yeah. I wish I could sew. I would love to be able to sew an outfit, or sew outfits. I mean, of course, hand knits would be part of it, and but yeah, just I'm a simple girl, you know. I honestly, I wear 98% of the time I wear t-shirts and yoga pants, or knit fabric skirts with pockets. That is like my go-to wardrobe. So, and I don't have a huge wardrobe either. I purposely have a very small wardrobe. I probably have enough clothes that would last me about a week and a half. So, that's just what I prefer. So, anything else you would like to add to this?
Nope.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for the question. That was a fun one. I think Jamie asked some more questions too, so we may have some more questions from Jamie coming up in the weeks ahead. So, all right, that's everything for Ask the Geeks. So let's move on to the next segment. Made it to the end of the show. Thanks for sticking with us. We don't have any announcements. My watch is beeping, telling me I need to walk more. I had my hand on it, just like holding my arm, and I was like, what in the world? Yeah, recording schedule's continuing on for the next little bit until school starts for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thank you so much to everybody who supports the podcast, no matter how it is you do it. We really, really appreciate your support, and for just being part of our community. We love you guys a lot. But especially big thank you to those of you who support us financially, because it does cost money to do a podcast. If you would like to support the podcast financially, there's 4 ways you can do that. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount a month to your favorite creatives, and you earn rewards based on the level you donate at. I just did Patreon rewards last week. So, if you were expecting one, I did it last week. Dammy, if somebody wants to know more about Patreon or wants to sign up, where should they go?
Patreon.com/GGKCS.
What's another way?
There's a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
We are bookshop.org affiliates now. Every week we create a list on Bookshop of all the books we talk about in that week's episode. Bookshop is an online bookstore with a mission to financially support local independent bookstores. If you purchase a book from our list, we earn a commission, and local independent bookstores also earn money from your purchase. Our bookshop is at bookshop.org/shop/GGKCS, or check out the shelf in this week's show notes for all of the books that we talked about this week. And we are Amazon.com, .co.uk, and .ca affiliates. If you are going to shop on Amazon, if you go to our site first, look for the appropriate link in the sidebar or at the bottom of the show notes. Click there, do your shopping as normal. We earn a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing anyway. Dammy, why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at GGKCS.com. There are links to everywhere else. We are online, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, hopefully, etc.
Yes. And make sure to join the Facebook group. Well, with that, we hope that you have a really great weekend ahead. Remember to stay hydrated, stay cool, keep crafting, wear your masks, wear your masks, wear your mask. If you're sick, stay home, wear your masks. And we will talk to you again on Monday for the Stitch With Me. Fingers crossed that the new gooseneck thing works well to record. And then again next Friday for our normal weekly episode. Until then, happy crafting. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Pinky, what's it doing? You in box?
I'm trying to.
You in box? What gonna happen? Oh no. Are you fighting over? Oh no. Oh no. What happened, Pinky? Did Dammy knock you over? Oh no. Oh no! Dammy chasing you. Pinky. 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 Hey, you cat. Pink Pearl. Hi.